Hi guys, this is Saiya-jinShenron here, or MONKE9111. I'm going to be showing you some hiding places for games like Mike Myers on Afghan on Modern Warfare 2. This is one. You can find it by, well, you could find it by the cones, but they're not there anymore. Just crawl down onto this rock and along here. You're pretty much invisible to everyone. I did it online on a hardcore game of Demolition. Pretty invisible. I didn't die until I fell off the edge. Alright, there's also this, which isn't that, it doesn't make you invisible, but it's obscure and out of the way, so people tend not to look here. If you look, if my friend gets in it and goes prone, you can see you can't really see him unless you look, and you can. Stupid final stand. You can do it in both of them. That one over there as well. There's this here. Just slide down here. You can go prone. It's not letting me for some reason. There you go. The only problem with this one is you can't get back up. You have to fall off. Right, there's some more over here. The rest of these aren't really ones that make you invisible so no one could see you, but they're out of the way and no one really looks there. This one I'm sure you've all seen. Spawn. Just hide in this bush here. Really effective if you have a ghillie suit. For example, if my friend hides in that bush and you're just walking past, it's quite hard to see again unless you look. There he is. Now down here, well, of course all of these bushes is kind of an obvious hiding place. There's also here, right, you can crouch on the edge here, and if my friend does that as well, you have to see, if you spawn here, it's a good place to kill, camp if the enemy spawns here. And it's kind of hard to see because you don't tend to go here, fear of falling off. So, can't really see him again, unless that happens. There's not really that many more. Most of you probably know you can get on top of the plane. This one, it's not really a good hiding spot, but it's out of the way if you're hiding from someone like playing Mike Myers or something, if my friend gets there. And you're running around. You don't tend to look there, and they kind of look a bit dead, to be honest, seeing as though their legs aren't actually touching there. You can still get a hit marker on them, weirdly. Between the legs. Fail. Yeah, you can get up there by running along the propeller tail fin thing. Yeah. Yeah, then you can go along here and just crouch here again. You're not really hidden, you're just out of the way from there, and it's a good little bit of a hiding spot. And you can do the same with this bit, and of course you can get here, as most people probably know. Then you can jump down here and go prone or whatever. Now if I can just get my friend to come here. There we go. You can also get on top of that rock there. That's quite an obscure place to hide. Please get on top of the rock. And of course if you're coming from this spawn here, or in here, you just go along. If he goes prone, you won't really be able to see him. Go prone. There we go. And along. Doesn't really look that obvious unless you properly look for him. Of course, there's this bush here, which if you're wearing a ghillie suit, you're pretty hard to see again. In fact, he's pretty much invisible. Unless of course you look for him, as usual. There's this tree, which you can hide either in the actual bush itself, or up here behind it, or up here behind it. The key is quite hard to see, and of course you come around here. This here is one of my favourite though, because you'd think you'd die, and indeed you would if you were here. If you're here, nothing. I can stay here for as long as I want. And if my friend goes there, Name's the Lawman 95. And he goes prone. Can't really see him unless you see his foot there, but he kind of still looks kind of dead. And you can also go here behind the car. If he does that as well, you can see it. Yeah, he's again quite hard to see. I should look for him. And well, of course, there's all of these little corners you can always hide in. Some more. Yeah. There's this place. This place is really easier to hide in if you have a group of 3 or 4 people, or maybe the entire team with like a riot shield each. Pretty much impossible to destroy. And if you got up here with a full ghillie suit, which I do not have on this class because it's a P90, you'd pretty much be quite hard to see from a distance as well. There's some other ones that don't really hide you, but they're out of the way and quite good camping spots. For instance, my friend hid up here and I spawned. You wouldn't really look, you just run. You'd have to take a double take, make sure you weren't seeing things, to be honest. There's around here, of course, as most people know, and this is a good one because you're pretty much completely invisible. But of course you can get on top of the rock, and that leads you to around here. I have tried getting on the tree, it doesn't work. That was quite embarrassing in Search and Destroy on Hardcore Mosh Pit. I died, and I was lost alive, and it was quite embarrassing. And I got a few hate messages. Yeah, the car, as usual, can get in the car. Well, you can, yeah. Go prone. If my friend did that now, I'd be able to show you. He's very obedient. Again, kind of looks a bit dead, to be honest. And if you did this, blew up the car, he's... Okay, that looks slightly weird. Yeah, anyway, moving quickly on from that. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up. I'm Saiya-jinShenron, and that's the Lawman 95. If you enjoyed this, there'll be more on all the other maps. Rate and subscribe.